What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the final season of NHL 21 Vancouver Canucks Franchise Mode Series, season number 10. If you guys missed the last episode, I'd highly recommend checking it out before you watch this one, as finally we won the Stanley Cup 2028-2029 Stanley Cup Champions. It took a while, but we did it in pretty good fashion. Again, spoilers if you haven't watched the last episode, but went undefeated in the playoffs. I should mention too, our AHL team actually won back-to-back cups. So both franchises looking pretty good. I'll give you guys a look at this roster for the NHL team. We did lose some players just due to the cap, had a bunch of expiring contracts, had to re-sign guys for more money, but I still think we're a pretty solid team. So Bedard, Peterson, but Coulson's been our first line the past few seasons, +3. They're all very high rated, no reason to break that up. Eklund's on the second line instead of Hoglander, who we lost to free agency. Barkov, Besser playing on that line with him. Kavanaugh, McNeil, and Glenncross on the third line. Glenncross is medium elite. McNeil has insane defensive stats, even though he's super slow. He's also got good passing and good wrist shot accuracy. Kavanaugh, really good shot, so I think he'll be okay third line. Stillman, Johansson, and Krause get a +3, so makes that fourth line even better. Defensively, Hughes, DeMello top pair. I decided to go with DeMello as Hughes was amazing last season, so I feel like I shouldn't break up that D pairing. We have Vorobyev on the second pair with Quinn Hughes. Then we have Dixon and Broberg on the third pair, so I think Broberg adds a ton of depth, having him on that third pair. Turn to goaltending, we traded for this new guy in Jarmelson, 25-88, medium elite. When we traded for him, he was a 90 with high elite, but I still don't regret the trade. He's better and younger than Gibson on only like $1 million more. Burkle there, 83 overall backup, is also very solid. In terms of the special teams, power play 1, I think it's been the same again, past few seasons at least. Second unit there, not as good as it's been in season past. You can see we have a couple 82s, but Kavanaugh's got a great shot. Glenncross medium elite, they should do fine. The four-man power play, just +1 and a 0, our best offensive players. First PK gets +5, McNeil, Glenncross, Dixon, Vorobyev. So I decided to give the +5 the low-rated guys, and then the +1 there, the high-rated guys. Again, balance it out. Three-man penalty kill, first gets a 0, second gets a +1. So special teams look good, the lineup looks good. I really do think this team could repeat. And as you guys look at the AHL team, you can see we got a +3 on that first line, so they should play quite well. The rest of the lines are getting +1. Tuzzolino was MVP of the playoffs last year in the AHL. Was also Rookie of the Year in the AHL. Didn't grow at all from a 78. With low league potential, I feel like he should have, but whatever. I can see Atkins, 80 overall, fourth line center. Defensively here, I've actually got kind of a weird setup. So the dude we just drafted here in Gruel, 18 years old, 72 overall, medium top 4. Have him play on the top pair, getting a +3 with Solomonson. 74-73 second pair. Then Regula Lambos, the best D pair. 79 and 80 are on the bottom pairs. That's actually the only pairing where they got a +3. So we are rolling all pairings. Hopefully this works out. I feel like, a lot of chemistry bonus there. Goaltending, of a 78 starter, 75 backup. So we'll try this. If it doesn't work out, I'll probably just, put Lambos and Regula back in the top pair. But see how it drops like +1 to each. I feel like it just makes more sense this way. And I'm sure to show you guys the ratings for this season. So NHL team here has 97 offense, 96 defense, 88 goaltending. Not 100 offense like we had last season, but still a pretty good team, I'd say. So we'll start the sim here and see how we do. Alright guys, we're at the end of December here with a record of 23-12. Pretty solid. Not insane, but pretty solid. Peterson there, 43-35. We're currently 4th in the division. Jeez, so some pretty good teams there. Oilers are one above us. Golden Knights 3 points. Flames 4 points. That's kind of nuts, actually. So it looks like we're in a tough division. Because, yeah, Hurricanes 41 points in the Metro. We'd be first place there. So hopefully we can continue to play well. If we miss the playoffs in our final year, that would just be embarrassing. And look at this trade that just went down, guys. Haven't had a trade alert for a big trade during the season in a while. Martin Nichos in a 3rd-round pick to Buffalo. Miro Heiskanen in a 3rd to St. Louis. So neither of those guys are on the original teams, but definitely a big-time trade. Alright guys, we're at the trade deadline now with a record of 41-20-1. So we have 83 points here. 3rd place in the division. Flames and Oilers are both just playing so well. Avalanche again, always a powerhouse, 90 points there. Peterson currently has 72 and 62. I saw your guys' comments. Everyone wants me to try and trade for Jack Hughes. So I'm going to try and get that done. Obviously there's cap stuff, whatever else, but I'm going to do my best to try and unite all 3 Hughes brothers. Amirov there on the Leafs, 89 overall, is the top player on the trade block. Cole Perfetti, Hollander signed a 1-year deal with the Capitals. Could bring him back, but very expensive and a lot of trade value. LeBanc, Fiala, White, McLeod, Jost, DeBrusk, and Wallstrom. Wallstrom's trade value there was actually pretty reasonable. Okay, so I guess first things first, I feel like, we're pretty set everywhere. We'll try and get Jack Hughes. I'm assuming he's still on New Jersey. And honestly, our offense could use some help. Like, our defense is pretty stacked. Goalies, I think, we're good. 20 years old there, 89 overall, making 7.3. That's a pretty reasonable cap hit. If we're going to trade for him, I think we'll probably have to trade away William Eklund to make it work. Actually, we have salary cap of $3.5 million, so the only thing is, yeah, if we had them retain 50%, there's pretty much no way it's going to get done. So Eklund plus, could probably do a deal around that. Also, guys, I was wondering about Jarmelson's numbers so far, and they're actually really good this season. .913 save percentage and 2.5 goals against, especially with the scoring engine set to high. That's pretty good numbers, so definitely have to worry about goalies there. I'm trying to think. We have a first-round pick this year and next. I really don't like trading like past a year after the franchise ends. At that point, it's a little bit cheap, but I do it once in a while if I'm desperate. And look at this, guys. I was wondering how Eklund was doing. 11 goals, 38 assists. That's pretty solid. 49 points in 62 games. Now, Glenn Cross here, 82 overall, 6 overall less. Playing third line opposed to second line. 2 more goals, 8 less assists, less time on ice. Glenn Cross is doing really well. Both third line wingers, actually. Cavan on the right side, 31 goals with 16 assists, 47 points. The guy's an 82. Has, like, no value. He's making dirt cheap money. Like, that makes no sense to me. How is his value so low? But I'm thinking for this trade, we're going to go Eklund. We're going to go one of our goalies. Wallace here, I guess is who it'll be. And we'll add the first round pick to try and get Jack Hughes. $7.3 million. I guess we can do it without the first round pick first. Eklund and Wallace for Jack Hughes. Trade's rejected. Okay, so bring up the first round picks now. Hopefully we go back to back. This first is like 32nd. Trade is still rejected. Wow, so it's going to be kind of tough. They do like this Vance guy, 19 years old, 61 overall, medium top 6. We'll throw him in. They get Eklund, who's almost as good as Hughes. He's an 88. Hughes is an 89. Wallace, a medium league goalie, our first round pick, and a medium top 6. Like, pretty fair offer, I'd say. And they still reject it. Are you kidding me? And Arizona just offered us a 3rd and 5th round pick with Jacob Trouba, who's got 7th D potential for Gruel, who, of course, was our first round pick last year, going to decline. And I was actually thinking about adding one of our AHL defensemen to the Devils trade. Before I did that, I wanted to see kind of how the AHL team was doing. I forgot to check. So I looked at Ferkner's stats here. Check this out. 40 wins in 48 games. .92 save percentage of 1.94 goals against. 7 shutouts. That's ridiculous. So we can definitely afford to add, one more piece from the AHL to the Jack Hughes trade. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous, though. Alright, guys, so with Eklund, we're going to offer them Grabeshkov, 20 years old, 74 overall. On top of that, the medium league goalie there in Wallace. He's actually got more value than Jarmelson, 26.88. The goalie value in this game makes no sense. Wallace probably doesn't end up being anywhere near as good as Jarmelson. And then our first round pick in this year's draft. I mean, New Jersey would have too many skaters. Okay. Let's see if there's somebody with like no... Ooh, that's kind of expensive. Josh Bailey, though. That's a bad one we can take back. Alright, come on, please. You gotta say yes to this. Are you kidding me? Alright, guys, I'm gonna take Grabeshkov off and Bailey and offer the Devils 2 first-round picks. I would never do this trade. Like, it doesn't... If we get 1 overall in exchange for 2 good prospects and 2 first-round picks, I'm only doing this for the Hughes brothers' final season. It's whatever. Are you really serious? Are you... Oh. Okay, so I said how only when I get frustrated I have these extra picks. Again, I would never make this trade, but everyone wants Jack Hughes. Eklund, Vance, 3 first-rounders for Hughes. Are you kidding me, Devils? What? Is Jack Hughes having an unreal year? He's got 50 points. Eklund's got 49. I'm trying my hardest here to get this done. Look at this, guys. The only player on our team the Devils want is Connor Bedard, 95 overall. Get out of here. Alright, guys, 10 minutes left here. One last try at Jack Hughes, offering them Eklund at 50%. Apparently we can do it, so makes his value even higher. 4 first-round picks. Absolutely ridiculous. To go up 1 overall. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying everything. It's like the Devils just are, saying no out of spite. They don't want us to have all 3 Hughes brothers. What are you going to do? I mean, I actually never made a single trade this deadline, guys. I thought, we could maybe upgrade Eklund to a guy like Jack Hughes. I was looking around for other players to upgrade Eklund, but wasn't much time left, honestly. I was, focused on Hughes there, and I feel like our third line's a little bit underrated, but they're performing. Defensively, we're stacked. Our starting goalie's playing good, so wasn't really too worried about that. So I feel like our team honestly should be good to go for the playoffs. Last trade there, you can see Shakir McCamel-Dean going to the New York Rangers. Beret Belay is traded to the Predators, of course, was on our team last year. Chaz Lucius to the St. Louis Blues. Let's see, Lucas Johansson to the Flames. First round and second round pick to the Ducks. Rangers get Jesper Bratt. Logan Stanley to the Islanders. The Leafs got a first round pick there and a prospect for Tyson Jost. And those are the only trades. So no changes to our team. Really tried to get Jack Hughes. I'm sorry I couldn't get it done. And check this out, guys. After I was looking at our AHL goalie stats, I want to see how good the AHL team was doing. Already have a clinched playoff spot, 105 points, 52, 10-1 record. Like, I was actually a bit worried about the AHL team this year. Apparently nothing to worry about. Tarnkfist there, 76 points. Dude has 70 assists. I'm trying to remember like which guy this was. We signed a bunch. 26, 78, low top 9. Really good hands on him. I actually do remember him, the low top 9 one. But he was a decent player. And wow, yeah, 70 assists is pretty insane. Tuzzolino there, 49 goals. I think he's proving he should be an NHL player and should have went up in rating last season. And we're now at the end of the season here, guys. A record of 55, 23, and 4. Unfortunately, back-to-back losses to end the year. You never like to see that. AHL team 68, 12, and 2. 130 something points. I don't know. We'll have to go take a look at it. So NHL team second in the division with 114. Avalanche 121. They're such a beast. Yeah, AHL team 138. Oh my. We lost what, 14 games all year, including overtime losses. AHL team is incredible. Threlfall had 100 points. Wow, I don't think I've ever had an AHL player get 100 points, so that is very cool to see. Brock Besser there led the NHL scoring with 86 points. Let's see, Barkov also at 86. Second line's getting it done. Colson and Hughes tied with 83. Peterson also at 83. Wow. Bedard 72. For 95, again, he should be doing better than he is. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. Eklund 71, pretty solid. Kavanaugh 62, again, not bad for 82 overall. Quinn Hughes 57. McNeil there 53. This was a defensive center. Put up a lot more points than I expected. Glenn Cross 51. Stillman there, Johansson, Krause. So the fourth line didn't do too bad. Goaltending wise, let's see how our guy did. Drummondson went 45 and 18, 5 shutout, a .911 and a 2.54. Pretty good stats, I'd say. AHL teams, yeah, Threlfall 100 points with 65 goals. Wow, what a season for him. He definitely would have been making the jump to the NHL next year, which is good because we probably would be losing a bunch of players. Lockhart had 90. He might be making the jump too. Tarnkvist 89 with only 6 goals. Jocelyn 87, McCullum 87, Tuzzolino 85. So our entire top 6 is over a point per game, which is ridiculous because it's usually really tough to get a point per game player in the AHL. Like even this Tumainen guy who had 70, like that's usually a really good AHL season. So those 6 to go off like that is very, very impressive. Our goalie there had some insane numbers too. So very curious to see if the AHL team does three-peat this year. Mikko Rantanen led the league in scoring. McDavid there 113. So good to see that after I upgraded his rating to 97. I would say he led the league in scoring about every other year, which is pretty realistic to real life. McKinnon there third. Zadina, Meyer, Shane Wright still up there. Humphrey, Leon in Detroit, along with this Hewitt dude. I'll check defenseman here. Hannafin beat out Hughes by 1 point. And he was also a plus 51. Not quite as good as Luke Hughes' plus 55, but still pretty good. He's got 1 game left. I feel like Luke Hughes is really close there to back-to-back Norrises, but I'm guessing Hannafin will take it from him. McCarr there was also pretty close, 81 points. He's at 93 now. Evan Bouchard, 86. We got 74 points, not too bad. Let's check rookie skaters here. Fitzgerald there on the Flames, 45 points. And look at this, guys. I accidentally clicked on goalies. Jarmelson actually had the most wins for all goalies, which I think is really, really cool. In terms of goals against, for a starter, he also had the lowest goals against, so we might have the Vezina winner there. And look at the entire league here. Avalanche finished first, Edmonton second, we're third. So 2 of our biggest rivals ahead of us. If Edmonton still have a 66 overall goalie, though, not really worried about them. 8 teams there with 100-plus points. And it looks like probably the top 16 get in. There's a few teams left with a game to play. Penguins 50 points. I actually saw they fired their head coach the game after we beat them. I thought that was kind of funny. So goals for, second behind the Avs. Goals against, come on. We're actually the best in goals against this year with 218. Look at the power play percentage. Capitals there 31. Our power play, pretty average 25. Let's see if our PK got better. 79.8. I would say, yeah, we're definitely top half PK. I don't know why, like, with all the boosts we're getting, it's not even better than that, but what are you going to do? AHL team, we kind of know, absolutely just destroyed it. So, we'll get started here, guys, with the playoffs. See who we play in the first round. Actually, we already know who we're going to play. It's the Calgary Flames. Pretty good rivalry there. Hopefully, we can come out on top. I'm about to go to Calgary. Ducks have a 79 overall first-line center. That is very bold, I'll say the least. Humphrey there's a 90. He's a great player. We know that. Tore it up in the regular season. Borgstrom, Dubé with him on that first line. Mangiapane, Rupsov, Kachuk. Gaudreau still there. Schnarr, Fitzgerald, Cott, Kirk, Dalcall. Hannafin, of course, probably going to win the Norris. 87, Corpan, Lucas Johansson. And goaltending-wise, we got a scare up there as our starter. So Good team, top to bottom, good offense, good defense, good goaltending. I feel like this is going to be a tough series for sure. Let's see if we can keep the playoff win streak going. First 2 games in Calgary. Sorry, at home. We lose 7-3 in a 3-2 OT loss. Well, that's not good. Hopefully we can go to Calgary, win 1. We do. Can we win 2 in Calgary? We do. All right, so series is tied 2-2. Head home now with the momentum. 4-1 win. Let's go. Can we pull a Milwaukee Bucks here? And we do. Down 2-0. Come back, a win 4 straight. I was a little worried, honestly, after those first 2 losses. And we have the Vegas Golden Knights here in the second round. I believe we also played them last year. Brock Besser there currently has 8 points in 6 games. So taking a look here at the Vegas Golden Knights. I think that's the same first line as last year. Konechny actually might have been first line right wing instead of Meyer. Ponomarev, that's right. We traded to them. Robertson, how much did Ponomarev end up getting paid? $8 million for 1 year for an 83. That's insane. Paline, Jarvin, Sanford, Brewer, Milano. Defensively, Theodore, Kavasha, and 70s. Goaltending Black, we know, and he's still there. So, last year we swept him. I feel like that's probably not going to be the case this year, but hopefully we can play well here. AHL team is in the playoffs right now, playing the Marlies. I think that's the second round, too. They swept the Rochester Americans. So, here we go. First 2 games at home, and what happened there? We got a 6-5 OT loss and a 4-3 OT loss. Are you kidding me? Back-to-back OT games. We lose them both. AHL team sweeps the Marlies. They're actually undefeated right now. All right, heading to Vegas here. Game number 3. We need a big win. Okay, it's weird. So it's like in the last week of the month, you got to go down, I guess, to Sim. 12-3 win. That's a statement. We're tired of losing those 2 games in OT. 12 goals. 6-5 win. Vegas is rattled. Head home game 5. 5-4 OT win. Okay. Can we do another Milwaukee Bucks here? Oh, game 7. Potential last game of the franchise. I feel like we got to send this one period by period. Here we go, guys. Game 7, second round of the playoffs. Vegas Golden Knights. Down 2-1. Konechny, Batherson for them. Barkov for us. 3-2. Stillman for us. Meyer for them. Is this how it ends? Stillman again. The 4th liner gets it done. 3-3. We have some life. Power play there for the Golden Knights. We kill it off. They're out shooting us big time, but I think we have a Vezina winner in net. Sonny Milano, as I say, that's 4-3. Still have half the period left to go. 6 minutes, 5 minutes. Come on, we need a hero. Oh, I saw somebody score, and I was really hoping that was us tying the game. And that's all she wrote. We lose 5-3, Game 7. Vegas Golden Knights to end the franchise. At least we had last episode. Literally historic. 12-0. Or 12-0, 16-0 playoff run to win the Stanley Cup. The AHL team here has the Providence Bruins in the Calder Cup final. And they are 9-0. So they have a chance to do what the NHL team did last year, which would be pretty incredible. They're up 1-0. Dorsett. 3-0. Acton and Geeky. 5-0. Tuzzolino there I saw got one. He, of course, that big steal he got in the draft. 5-2 win, 2-1 win, 5-0 win. We've let in 3 goals in 3 games. An 11-0 run. We're up 1-0. 2-1. Can we do it? 5-2. Look at that. Regula with the empty netter. I feel like I don't need to watch it because it's basically the same as the Stanley Cup, and it's basically all created players as well. But look at that. The Utica Comets sweep the Providence Bruins. And you know what I just realized, guys? The Utica Comets have not won the Calder Cup yet. That was the conference final. I don't know why I thought that was the final. I've done that before. Like, I think I'm in the final. I'm not. So we have the Rockford Ice Hogs here. We're 11-6. We're 11-0. Let's see if they can do it for real. Down 2-1. I might have jinxed them. Oh, no. I think I jinxed them. I did. So they lose the first game there in the final. That's my bad. If I don't say they've already won the Calder Cup, that does not happen. Game number 2 here. Up 4-1. Wow. Big way to answer back. 5-2. And 6-2. Tuzzolino's name again. Game number 3 now in Rockford. Series tied 1 apiece. Threlfall. Salomonson. Some of the made-up names are tough to say. Tuzzolino again. We hold on 5-4, but geez, they got 4 goals there in the third. They were coming for us. Up 2-1 in the series now. Can really get a lead here. 2-0. Threlfall. Stetschkel. Nothing in the third. 5-1. Jeez, this AHL team is just too good. So, 3-1 series lead. Just have to win one of these next 3 games. And the AHL team will be Calder Cup champions for the 3rd straight year. Can they complete the three-peat? Here we go, Game 5. Up 2-0, Acton, Lundqvist. 6-0. They are not playing around. Are you kidding me? 8-1. Oh, more than doubled him in shots, 44-21. They said, get out of here. We are a dynasty, back-to-back-to-back Calder Cups for the Utica Comets. And the Red Wings and the St. Louis Blues are actually playing the Stanley Cup Final. That'll be pretty cool. So, before I sim that, because I forget if I said it to 10 years, I do want to take a quick look at like the NHL team record basically for this season. Alright guys, so Tapper here was our head coach throughout the entire franchise series. Over that time, he had 523 wins, 241 losses, and 56 overtime losses in 820 games. A 67.2 win percentage. I mean, that's pretty good, honestly. Like, I'm trying to think how many years we didn't make the playoffs. I know there was one where we came up short, and I think that was it. Like, maybe two. The year we got Bedard, we traded. I think we still made the playoffs that year. One Stanley Cup to show for it, but it was a great Stanley Cup. Couple President's trophies. Yeah, I really, cannot be upset with these guys. Their final year, the playoffs are complete. The Detroit Red Wings won the Stanley Cup. Obviously, I don't mind that at all, being a Red Wings fan. So, let's check the playoff stats here too. But Colson had 19 and 13. Same with Besser. So that's why I want to trade either of these guys for Jack Hughes. They showed up. I don't know what happened to us in the second round. Bedard 15, Barkov 13, Hughes 13, Luke Hughes 9. That's a little low for him, I guess. Peterson 13. I mean, we had 6 guys there, point per game or better. You can't really ask about for much more than that. Our goalie could have been better. .887 and 3.4, but he's probably going to win the Vezina. So really tough to blame him. The AHL team, Jocelyn there at 18. Terrell Falls 16 with 10 goals. This guy, Darkfish, just all he does is get assists. 92 passing, 16 assists, 0 goals. Let's see the AHL goalie. .919, a 1.91. He probably wins MVP. Playoff tree, of course. We kind of know who we went through there. Losing only 1 game in the final. NHL here. Detroit beat Tampa in 6. Buffalo in 7. Blue Jackets in 7. And then the Blues there in 6. After the Golden Knights beat us, they actually lost to the Blues. So we'll take a look at the awards next here. Red Wings, of course, Stanley Cup champions. Avs, President's Trophy winner. Went back-to-back after we did. Francis Campbell, St. Louis. Prince of Wales, Detroit. Individual here, Rantanen, Art Ross, as well as the Hart. Hannafin, Digga, the James Norris, Luke Hughes. That's tough. Shane right there, back-to-back Lady Bings. After Peterson went back-to-back. Fitzgerald got the Calder. Leon Conn Smythe on the Red Wings. I think he was the guy that we could have drafted instead of Bedard. Jarmelson did win the Vezina, so that's cool to see. We got 1 award in the final season. He also had the William Jennings Trophy, that's right. So, very cool. Neil here on the Penguins, Bill Masterton, because he's on the worst team, basically. Blues coach, Jack Adams. Lundell, we got the Selke. Rantanen and Ted Lindsay. And then Michkov, Maurice Richard. I actually forgot to check goals. So, team awards, AHL. 3-peat there at the Calder Cup. You'll love it. Also, 4th straight regular season champions. Like, the AHL team is insane. You really can't ask for much more than that. They win everything. 4th straight division, obviously. I was wondering if maybe they won the division 5 times in a row. This Hobbs dude, though, the most points. I'm surprised wasn't a guy on our team. Terrell Fall did get MVP. He's had the AHL MVP back-to-back years. He also had most goals. Outstanding rookie went to Brendamore. Solomonson there, best defenseman. We had that back-to-back years. Ferkner there did get best goal in the AHL. Jocelyn, MVP. He was one of the guys with 18 points. Ritu, sportsmanship. Emlyn there, community involvement. So we didn't get those. And then Ferkner, lowest goals against. So yeah, kind of built a bit of an AHL dynasty at the end, which like I said was good. New GM coming in. He's got a complete clean slate in terms of the contracts with a ton of good AHL players coming up. So definitely a lot of options there. And look at this, guys. Again, the first overall pick was traded. Anaheim wins it via a Washington trade. That's kind of crazy. So final thing I want to do here, guys, is just look at the record book. Not only the Canucks, but also just the entire NHL. See what happened. So on the Canucks, the only new record was Picol's in there, leading in goals. But Peterson, 1,061 points. Actually had him 9 shy of Henrik Sedin's all-time point record for the Vancouver Canucks. Very cool. Brock Besser, 3 seasons behind Daniel Sedin. In terms of games played, Besser still needs about 300. Penalty minutes, but Colson's nowhere close. And Jarmelson, yeah, nowhere near Luongo's goalie records. I'll take a look at the season. Yeah, Barkov, 115 points. We already knew that. I think that's the only one we got. In terms of rookie, but Colson had 78 points, which was the new record. He also had 41 goals. Quinn Hughes, in real life, I think that's 45 assists, 2019. And then game, we never got one. I don't think I ever get a game. It's really tough. I don't know. You'd think at least one of these franchise sims that would happen. So, NHL here. Patrick Marleau, of course, most games played. Most goalie games played goes to Fleury. Passed Brodeur by quite a bit, 1871. But I guess no injuries. And he played till he was 40 or something when he retired, 39 in this. So, kind of makes sense. That seems a bit wrong, though. 600 over Brodeur. I feel like there's something going on there. Gretzky, most goals. Thought Ovechkin passed him. And I know he did when I checked retirement, so something funky's going on. Ovechkin's just not even on that list. Most points there. You see Sidney Crosby finished 3rd, which I think I mentioned. Most assists, Crosby is 5th. Most wins, yeah, Brodeur's still 1st there. Shutouts, no one knew. 50 goal seasons, Ovechkin 8th. So yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't show up on most goals. What happened there? 100-point seasons, McDavid 10, ties with Lemieux for 2nd. Crosby was 5th. So pretty cool. Only place there's a glitch is most goals, because yeah, we know Ovechkin definitely should be in the top 5. Stammer though there is at 4, so not too bad. Again, guys, that is it, I think, for this final franchise. I'm not sure if I put it to like 10 years, 25 years, what I did. Let's see if we lose anyone in the final year. I don't think so. Stammer calls it quits. Nuge, Couturier. Yeah, so some pretty good names. A lot of potential Seattle Kraken there, I'm noticing. Goalies, Mrazek, Murray. All right, so that's it, guys, for the Vancouver Canucks franchise series. I had a lot of fun. Obviously, I was hoping for a bit more success in terms of Stanley Cups, but if I could only win one Stanley Cup, I would definitely choose to win it undefeated. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments section what team you'd like to see me do in the next franchise series. I'll probably start that sometime in August. And until that starts, I actually have a ton of other videos planned for you guys, so you're not going to want to miss them. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support on this series. If you're still watching at this point, you haven't subscribed, hit that sub button. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.